want to congratulate Coach Sumlin and Texas A&M. I mean, that was a heck of a physical football game. Obviously, we're very disappointed.
Another trip to Texas, another loss for Arizona State. 2 years ago, it was Notre Dame, and tonight in Houston, they fall to Texas A&M 38-17. I'm Eric Sorensen, Sports 360 AZ. I'm with Chris Cartman, SunDevilSource.com. And Chris, I guess we should start with some sort of positive news. ASU's defense really came to play tonight.
Absolutely. You worry about the verticality of Texas A&M, what they could really do to you explosively, taking shots down the field. Even though ASU blitzed almost every down, they did a really good job of holding up on the back end. Lloyd Carrington, Quishy Brown, those guys were great. Jordan Simone was never exposed. Armand Perry, a couple times, there were some coverage issues, but not as much as I expected for a guy who was just starting. And then up front, they did a really good job of fitting it up. Salamo Fizo did a great job. He had an excellent game. First-time starter Christian Sam at that will linebacker had a lot of tackles, made a lot of plays. I thought JoJo Wicker came in and did some really nice things coming off the bench at that field end spot. So defensively, that wasn't the problem at all tonight for ASU, but there were plenty of other things that were.
Starting on the other side of the ball, Texas A&M had 14 tackles for loss and 9 sacks. Most of the blame going to ASU's offensive line?
Absolutely. You have to look at the two offensive tackles starting the game for the first time. They were out of their element, totally exposed. On the left side, Evan Goodman. It was so bad that in the second half of the game, they were cut blocking Myles Garrett on third down because they knew that they just couldn't pass that and really protect against him. On the other side, Billy McGee, he also really struggled. It just was a big problem. And Mike Bercovici, he wasn't comfortable at all because he knew he wasn't going to have a lot of time to operate in the pocket. And they never really established the run well enough in the first half. I thought it was too much lateral action and not as much north and south with Demario Richard.
And we knew Kevin Sumlin would probably play 2 quarterbacks tonight. He did. Kyle Allen started and finished. Kyler Murray got some time in between. Christian Kirk, Kyle Allen, 2 guys ASU had their hearts set on. Both really did in the Devils.
Coming into this, we saw the Aggie football life, social media kind of gave it to ASU about, back-to-back with those 2 guys, first #1 guys in the state, and they both were as advertised. Kyle Allen was very accurate down the field. They tried to make him reset his feet by bringing a lot of pressure. Didn't always worked. I like the way that Kevin Sumlin decided to mix up the quarterback situation, to go with the true freshman Kyler Murray. Such a great scrambling threat. If you could somehow combine those 2 guys, you'd have like an unbelievable player, right? Kyler Murray's not as accurate of a thrower, but Kyle Allen really responded. When he came back into to the game late, he had a great presence, led them on the clinching drive. Christian Kirk, oh my gosh. I mean, we kind of expected that this was what he was going to be because we saw him do this time and time again at the high school level, and he just dominated. I mean, he might have been the player of the game.
You know this program as well as anyone. I'll ask you, is this the kind of game that's going to linger through the season, or is Todd Graham and his staff going to be able to flush this and get ready for Cal Poly?
Great question, and I think they'll probably be okay. And the fact of the matter is that having 2 games that they should easily win will probably help them establish a rhythm on the offensive side of the football going into conference play. I know a lot of people felt like national media, this could be like the sleeper team, this could be the playoff. I never really felt that way. I thought this was a 9 or 10 win football team. Maybe you take a step back from that after tonight, but I do think they'll get back up to speed. The real question though is offensive tackle and special teams. Are they going to be able to resolve those issues?
So again, Texas A&M starts fast, they finish strong, they take care of ASU 38-17. The Sun Devils open their home schedule next week against Cal Poly.